orngoos and meow. Oh god, I will have to be meowing this whole stream. Kill. Okay, let me do a bit of introductions while we wait for everyone to get ready and the roles to start and such and so on and so forth. On Team Red, we have Orngoos, Parcel, Astronaut, and Rinko. And on Team Blue, we have Fedora Goose, Alokas, Bobir, and Sylvian. I'm familiar with a few of these players, primarily on the Team Blue. I think some of you also may know Fedora Goose. Alokas has played in BMC3 as well, so you may know them from there. Bobir has actually gotten, I believe it was second place in BMC2, and now they're playing again in BMC3. And safe to say they've got a pretty good team, so maybe they get there again. Who knows? And we have Sylvian, I believe, a Romanian tournament player. I'm not really sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. As for Team Red, I'm not really familiar with these players. I don't think I've seen any of them in tournaments before. Astronaut sounds a bit familiar, but yeah, that's about as far as my knowledge goes. But yeah, we've started with roles, which Team Red has won. And Team Red will have the first protect, and they go with Hidden 2. They're just getting through with who's gonna pick first orders and such. Yeah, as I said, we have a Hidden 2 protect from Team Red, and we're waiting on Team Blue's protect, which is going to be easy one. So both teams protected, I guess, like reading picks or such. Okay, we're gonna have a bit of laser stuff going on right now. Excuse the stream. Streamer is fixing something really quick. Okay, we should be back. Yeah, as I was mentioning, both teams protected something more reading based, something like that, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what Hidden 2 is about, but I assume it's about what you'd expect from a Hidden 2. And now we're moving on to bans. Team Red having the first ban. And we're gonna see a Nomad 1 ban from Team Red, and a double time 2 ban from Team Blue, which is kind of interesting because we had a double time 2 protect in the last match. And now we have it banned. So as I was saying in the previous match, I think that map is pretty stamina heavy, and it's really meant for those specialists, I guess. And they've also banned, I think Nomad 1 is like precision-ish, maybe a bit of slider velocity. And we have our first pick coming in from Team Red, which is going to be Hidden 1. Don't think we've seen this map in the previous match. And we already see some rosters coming in. I believe this is... actually no, this is losers. I was gonna say I believe this is winners bracket, but it's not. It's actually losers bracket. I'm kind of surprised to see Team Blue in losers already. But yeah, we have our rosters in, and we're about to start the map pretty soon. We have Astronaut and Parcel on Team Red, and we have Bobbit and Fedora Goose on Team Blue. Overlay is tweaking a bit, but we should be back soon. Wait, did they abort? Or what happened? Because the roster from Team Blue disappeared. Not really sure what's happening. Oh, one player on Team Blue's game crashed. Okay, we should be okay though now. And we should be ready to start soon. Once again. Hopefully this time we actually make it into the map. But yeah, this map is going to be circle size 4, AR 9.3, star rating just shy of 6.3, and length 2 minutes and 20 seconds. BPM is kind of low. I guess maybe like a bit of an ulti map with those patterns as well. Some awkward jumps. Okay, yeah, this map has a bit of aim control type patterns. Fedora Goose finding the first miss of the match. Wait, whose pick was this? I was not paying attention. Okay, this was Team Red's pick. So I guess it makes sense that they already have such a huge lead of over 100,000. Fedora Goose finding frequent misses actually. Bobbit missing as well. That's a full combo reset on the side of Team Blue. Unfortunately for them, that's only going to increase the score lead that Team Red has so far. Bobbit finding another miss. That really seals the deal. This map is quite short, so I think something like that would be pretty hard to come back from. We've already passed the halfway mark. Yeah, and we're going to pass 500,000 score lead from Team Red. I don't think this is comebackable, especially with Fedora Goose finding another miss. Yeah, I think that really just seals the deal. I don't think they're that comfortable on maps like these. Although, having said that, Bobbit has made a pretty good recovery and they're going on to 500,000 score, which is not even a bad score. As I was saying that, Parcel finds a miss. But yeah, that's almost 1 million lead for Team Red. Astronaut basically assessing. I didn't even realize how high their accuracy was. But yeah, pretty impressive score from Astronaut. As I was saying, the other scores are pretty good as well, but yeah, I think Team Red just had, just was more comfortable on that than Team Blue was. But now it is Team's Blue pick, and they immediately go in with easy one. They're Protect, I believe. So it seems that they're pretty confident in that. Team Red actually protected Hidden 2, and they picked Hidden 1, so I'm assuming they're quite comfortable on Hidden. Maybe free mod. Maybe we're gonna see some of those maps in this match. We do see a roster exchange for Team Red. I already forgot who was in before. Oh yeah, Astronaut. Astronaut does exchange for Rinko. Parcel stays in, and Bobbit and Fedora Goose stay as they are, I believe. Unless we're going to see some last minute changes. We see good luck, have funs in the chat. Heading into the map, Parcel finds a miss right away. A few of them, actually, unfortunately for his team. That makes the score lead grow towards Team Blue. Fedora Goose still holding an SS. Bobbit and Rinko trading misses right there. Everyone dropping a little bit of AC there right before the Ki starting. I guess as the map gets more dense, it becomes harder to read. Bobbit and Parcel finding misses. Rinko and... Actually, no, that was my bad. Fedora Goose and Parcel finding misses. Bobbit and Rinko holding a steady combo through all of this. Accuracies, I guess the only person that's kind of struggling is Parcel, but it makes sense if you're not really comfortable and easy to be struggling like this. Whereas the best accuracy in the lobby is going to be Bobbit, and as I say that, everyone misses except for him. He keeps holding through all of this. Never mind, he does not hold through all of that. Misses on a stack. Now every player is around the same combo and accuracy. I mean, excluding Parcel being under 90%. We head into the next Ki section. Fedora Goose does find a miss. Parcel trades it though a little bit later. Rinko finding a pretty good recovery on Team Red, as well as Bobbit kinda finding his footing once again, having the best score in the lobby. He's really carrying it for his team right now. Parcel finding a few chain misses there in this really dense tapping section. I mean, I guess if you can call it a tapping section, it's triples and such. Parcel again with some more misses. Fedora Goose and Bobbit as a team having a pretty good recovery. Rinko does actually have the highest combo in the lobby, but unfortunately if both players on Team Blue don't miss right now, I don't think there's anything that he can do against both of them having such good combos and accuracies. Well, Fedora Goose does find a miss. Parcel trades it. The score lead is still increasing over to Blue Team's side. I don't think there's anything that can be done now. Bobbit finds a last minute miss, which will make the score lead go back over to Red Team's side. But yeah, just not enough time, as well as Rinko finding another miss. Yeah, that's going to be a point for Team Blue. That is kind of a long map, actually. I just realized that that's 4 minutes of easy. And if you're not an easy player, I mean, it could be pretty frustrating. As I said, that is going to be a point for Team Blue. Both players with an A rank, Bobir with 98% accuracy, the best accuracy in the lobby. Rinko and Fedora Goose kind of matching each other, though Rinko does have a higher combo. And Parcell just unfortunately kind of falling behind, not being able to keep up with the rest of the players. Pretty good scores though overall, especially I mean for Parcell, if you're not an easy player, that's a pretty respectable score. It is Team's red pick and they go immediately with their protect as well, which is going to be hidden too. And now all protects are going to be off the table. These teams love their reading maps, huh? Yeah, this is going to be AR 7.5 actually. Circle size 3.6, just over 3 minutes, 151 BPM, and around 5.7 stars. Excuse me. I do see good luck and have fun in the chat coming in from at least Team Red. Team Blue might be locked in. Or I might just be blind, I don't know, I'm not sure. And we do head into the map that is going to be a roster exchange for Team Red. Astronaut instead of Rinko. While on Team Blue it stays the same. I mean, I guess kind of expected. All the maps that we've seen so far have been either hidden or reading, and as I was saying that, Astronaut and Bobir both find a miss, whereas Fedora Goose and Parcell keep holding. Accuracies wise, everyone is doing pretty well, except for Fedora Goose. He's actually holding an SS, which is going to give them a slight advantage. And I think Astronaut missed a little later than Bobir did, so never mind. Bobir just missed. I was going to say Bobir has a bit of a bigger combo, but they don't anymore. That does make the scores shift over to red team's side, as well as Parcell and Fedora Goose finding a miss at the exact same time. Fedora Goose finding some chain misses, heading into the Ki section. I think he's struggling with reading that. Both players on Team Red do miss though. Bobby does manage to hold. I think that might be enough to bring it over back to his team's side, as well as everyone except him finding misses on this Ki section. Heading into the slow sections once again, some pattern reading, Parcell finding a miss. Fedora Goose with the pretty good recovery, a bit struggling on the ACK, whereas both players on Team Red have 97, holding it pretty good, finding some good recoveries. And Bobir on Team Blue having the biggest combo in the lobby. Never mind, both players on Team Blue do miss. That is not going to help them at all, as the score lead will immediately shift over to red team's side. Is this comebackable? I think if both players on Team Blue miss... Okay, holy, I just called it! That's crazy! Oh my god. Both players on Team Red do miss, as well as Bobir also missing. Fedora Goose following. Everyone has a combo reset. Score lead is so close, it can go either way at any time. Really a battle of accuracies and who can hold it for longer. Fedora Goose finding some extra misses there. Parcell and Bobir really battling it out here last second. Parcell missing? No, Bobir missing. Okay, that is I was just about to say that might bring it over back to Team Blue, but no. All players missing at this ending section. That was extremely close. But the score lead has increased over to Blue Team's side a bit more comfortably, and I think I can say that they have won this point for their team. Really close though to being a break point for Team Blue. Really close. Looking at the scores, yeah, everyone did quite well. I think it was only orngoos that was kind of struggling with the accuracy. Bobbit having the biggest score in the whole lobby. And we're on to Blue Team's pick. Okay, my bad, I was a bit distracted for a second there. We do see a double time 1 pick from Team Blue. I mean, I believe that's just aim. I think it's a pretty popular map as well. God, I love being a commentator and getting pinged like left and right to commentate. It's so fun. Banger map. Actually, like, banger song. Yeah, we're just waiting for... Okay, we do head into the map. Sorry for being a bit silent just there. I was a bit distracted checking a sheet, but we're back now. Okay. Bobbit finding a miss right away. As for rosters, I don't think they've changed. Actually, I think we see an exchange in red team's side. Not sure who was in before orngoos, but I don't think it was them. Yeah, so far I missed a few misses from Bobbit, but yeah, everyone else is holding on pretty comfortably. Astronaut with an SS actually. This is Blue Team's pick. Heading into the first Ki, everyone hitting so far. Bobbit has made a good recovery. I think that might have been a bit of a blunder at the start from his part. Bobbit actually misses right before the Ki ends, which is really unfortunate as that further makes the score lead larger in favor of red. heading into the second KI. Everyone else is holding, just not Bobbit, and it's making a huge difference actually, unfortunately for his team, as we are already at 200,000 score difference. Unless Team Red has a blunder right here, I don't think anything can be done because this is double time and the map might end pretty quickly. Everyone is still looking pretty comfortable. I mean, even accuracy-wise, orngoos has a bit of a lower accuracy than Bobbit. It's just that Bobbit got a few unlucky misses throughout the map. They have recovered, but it's not going to do anything if Team Red doesn't miss here or something happens. I think that's going to be a point for Team Red, which is kind of unfortunate, I think, because I believe this is Team Blue's pick, so that's pretty unfortunate. And I believe that they would have won as well because Bobbit had better accuracy than orngoos. Actually, Astronaut with 99. Yeah, that would have been pretty close if Bobbit didn't miss. Didn't miss 3 times. Really unfortunate, actually. That is going to be a break point for Team Red, and now it's their pick. Will we see another HP1? Surely. Come on, guys. Come on. You got it, bro. I'm like marinating the players to pick what I want. Maybe pre-mods or something? Not really sure what to expect from these teams. I just saw my microphone light up. I'm sorry if anyone heard me cracking my fingers. Okay, and we do see a Hard Rock 2 pick, actually. It's going to be Silent Hill. Insane. Difficulty banger, so real, actually. I'm not really sure what type of map this is. As it's not precision, it sounds a bit tacky. We do actually see the rosters change. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see a change on Team Blue for the first time as well. We see Sylvian come in instead of Bobbit. And I think orngoos came back for Team Red. They were thinking about switching, but ended up not in the end. We do see have funs in the chat. We should be starting soon. Overlay is having some issues, trolling a bit, but we should be starting. I'm so tired. Sorry if I'm a bit slow. Yeah, as I guessed, this is a bit on the techier side. Astronaut finding a miss right away. As well as orngoos, I almost didn't catch that. Sylvian finding a miss. Fedora Goose being the only one that's holding a full combo. Yeah, everyone else except for Fedora Goose is missing left and right. I think this might be the type of map that Fedora Goose is really comfortable on, which is gonna do good for his team, especially since just the map before this, they lost their own pick. So a breakpoint on this would put them in a really comfortable position. But yeah, Fedora Goose is still holding on. Accuracy is also looking quite good. Sylvian does find a miss, as I was saying that. But it doesn't impact the score much. Again, because Fedora Goose, okay, never mind. It does impact the score. Unfortunately, Fedora Goose missing really does a lot to the score, as Astronaut already has such a good recovery. Never mind, he doesn't. It's only orngoos really holding. Everyone else is missing. If he doesn't find the miss right now, I think it might be doomed for blue team. Orngoos does find a miss. The score lead is almost 100,000 in favor of Team Red, but can Team Blue bring it back? Is there enough time? Okay, everyone having combo resets. Is it possible? I don't think so. The score lead is decreasing, but I don't think there's enough time for really anything to be done. Yeah, with Sylvian missing right there, it really just puts him in stone. Yeah, really unfortunate. Some of these patterns are really tricky. And yeah, that's going to be the 4th point for Team Red. That secures them the tiebreaker. I think blue team needs to really pull something off here, as I believe there's a good chance for a tiebreaker. They just got really unlucky with that double time 1 pick. Team Red is asking if they can please pick HP1. And they picked Noma 2. 1 month supporter on the line. Well, I believe that blue team, I hope for their sake that they will be able to take at least 1 more point. So Team Red can still pick HP1 if they want to. And we see virtually everyone leave the lobby. We're gonna see some rosters change. And we're going to see orngoos come back in for Team Blue alongside Sylvian, who stayed from Hard Rock 2. And on Team Red, we're gonna see Rinko come in instead of Astronaut, and orngoos moving up a spot. Good luck, have fun in the chat. Will this be the last map of the match? I believe. Looking at the BPM, this seems to be more like alti. I mean, I assume so. Yeah. Some interesting patterns. As well as circle size 5. So it's a bit on the trickier side. I assume so. Maybe not tricky for this rank range, but Core Lead shifts over to blue team's side as Rinko drops accuracy below 90%. Everyone holding, nobody finding any misses. Will it stay that way for long? They are dropping Axe though. The only one who's really comfortable would be orngoos, staying at 98. Everyone else kind of shifting around. Rinko still under 90%. They keep coming over and then dropping back down into the 80s. Team Blue, they're okay. orngoos does miss. That's going to be the first miss on the map. We're already halfway. We have passed the halfway mark of the map. That is not going to help them unless someone on red team's side misses here. Everyone missing except for orngoos. The score lead is already so huge. We're heading towards the end of the map. Unless Team Red has like chain misses here. Yeah, I'm not sure if anything can be done to save this. Unfortunately, I mean for blue team, orngoos just is way more comfortable on this. I feel than they might have expected maybe. Sylvian being the second one with 400,000. Yeah, we're heading into the last few seconds. This is kind of doomed, unfortunately. That's going to be it. We did not see another map. That is going to be it. This, as well as the last match, is losers. I'm going to just go over the scores really quickly. Yeah, as I said, orngoos was just comfortable on that. Everyone else falling behind. Unfortunately for Team Blue, that being their pick, maybe they could have picked something better in their favor, but yeah. As I was mentioning, as well as the last match and this is losers bracket. So that means we will be saying goodbye to Team Blue, and we will see Team Red go through quarterfinals and maybe semifinals, maybe even further than that. But yeah, GG, well played to both teams. I think both teams did pretty well. But yeah, it was just really unfortunate for Team Blue that double time won and then this map as well. I'd say this was a pretty close match. I was maybe even expecting tiebreaker, but yeah. Anyway, again, GG, well played for both teams. I wish Team Blue the best of luck in their future tournaments, and I wish Team Red best of luck in quarterfinals. And yeah, that's going to be it from this match. Hope you enjoyed, and I believe we're gonna have another one in just about 15 minutes. That's it from me. Thank you. Bye bye.